people have confused themselves if they've confused self-confidence with self-worth. There are people who are very confident with what they're able to do, and yet for some strange reason, they still don't feel good about themselves, right? And you know why? Because what you're able to do doesn't necessarily indicate who you are. Because you are a soul. And once again, a soul is a ray of an expression of God. And until I become that vehicle for godly values and godly ideals in the world, until I live a life of meaning, whereby I see myself as a means to a cause, to a purpose, to a value, to an ideal, much greater than myself that can come through me into this world, I'm not going to feel good about myself. You know, imagine if I were a wrench. Not a wretch, a wrench, right? So, and I didn't know I was a wrench, but I had self-consciousness. And I intuit, I've come to this world to do something. I just don't know what it is, right? And then someone picks me up and uses me as a doorstop. And I'd feel, oh man, I'm a doorstop? I feel I could be doing so much more. I could be doing so much more. And then finally someone picks me up and uses me to tighten a bolt. Ah, that felt better, right? But I feel I could be doing more because I could be tightening bolts on major machinery. The Kabbalah teaches us that each and every one of us is a divine tool, a unique tool. And until we are fixing this world in the unique aspect of the world that we can fix, we're not going to feel good about ourselves. If we want to feel good, we got to do good. And the unique good that we've got to do is the unique good that God has blessed us with the ability to do, you know? And therefore, the real challenge of self-worth is that people have deluded themselves to find fake off, bogus ways to feel good about themselves that are just not delivering the goods, right? Not delivering the goods. If a person wants to feel good, so often they're going to look for great clothing and expensive jewelry, and they love when someone says, wow, you look like $1 million. I don't know why anybody would want to look green. I mean, you look like $1 million. Why do I want to look like $1 million? That's not going to make me feel good, right? And people want to feel connected and loved, and they confuse sexuality with a deep sense of connectivity. It's not. It's so funny that sex is referred to as making love. Sex does not make love. Love makes sex. If a person is truly in love, then they will have a very deep, satisfying sexual life. But if a person is just having a sexual life, they will feel empty after all that because they'll still feel that that connection that they crave is not being accomplished in this superficial way without deeply committing myself and deeply evolving in a loving, sharing relationship. And everyone wants to feel like they're growing, they're contributing. But we often confuse ourselves to think that if my bank account is growing, then I'm growing. If my wardrobe is growing, then I'm growing. If my properties are getting more, then I'm getting more. Having more doesn't mean more, being more. And so how does a person really find self-worth? The key to self-worth is called service. When I'm in service, when I feel that my day has served to bring godly wisdom in the world, godly kindness into the world, godly peace and godly truth, compassion, kindness, love, then I feel so worthwhile because now I'm a tool being used in the hands of God to bring about important changes in the world. So if you really want to feel good, you got to do good and not just want to look good.